It started somewhere, oh yes it did. From stone and dust to pyramids, our history's got twists and turns. It's in the past, we all can learn.
Welcome to another episode of It Started Somewhere, the podcast that explores the history behind popular products, places, and things we know about, but may not know the story behind them. I'm your host, Shaimond, and today we're diving into the buttery, crunchy world of popcorn. So grab a bowl of your favorite kernels and let's pop into this delicious history. Believe it or not, folks, popcorn has been around for thousands of years. We're talking way before movie theaters, microwaves, and even electricity. The story of popcorn begins in the Americas, where corn was first cultivated by ancient civilizations. Picture this. It's around 3600 BCE, and you're in what we now call Mexico. The wild grass known as teosinte is slowly being domesticated into the corn we know today. But here's the kicker. Some of these early corn varieties had a special tick up their sleeve. When heated, they would explode into puffy edible treats. That's right, folks. Popcorn was born. Now, you might be wondering, Shaimond, how do we know people were actually eating popcorn back then? Well, let me tell you about a fascinating discovery made in 1948 in a place called the Bat Cave in New Mexico. No, not Batman's hideout. Archaeologists found something incredible, ancient popcorn cobs. These little guys were smaller than a penny, but they packed a big historical punch. They were about 4,000 years old, making them the oldest popcorn ever found. But wait, there's more. In Peru, archaeologists unearthed 6,700-year-old corn cobs with puffed kernels still attached. Can you imagine? These ancient snackers were enjoying popcorn before the pyramids were even a twinkle in Pharaoh's eyes. Popcorn wasn't just a snack for these ancient civilizations. It was deeply ingrained in their cultures and traditions. The Aztecs, those master builders and chocolate lovers, were also big fans of popcorn. They called it momochito. These folks didn't just eat popcorn, they wore it. That's right, popcorn was used to decorate clothing and create ceremonial embellishments. Imagine walking into an Aztec ceremony and seeing people decked out in popcorn garlands. It must have looked like a delicious fashion show. The Aztecs even used popcorn as an offering to their gods, believing that the popping sound represented the spirits of their ancestors being released. But it wasn't just the Aztecs who were popping away. Evidence of popcorn has been found all over the Americas, from Peru to Guatemala, and even in North America. The Iroquois in the Great Lakes region were popping corn when French explorers arrived in the early 1600s. These Native American tribes were ahead of the curve, enjoying their popcorn and milk and sugar for breakfast, just like we do with cereal today. Now let's fast forward a bit to the 19th century, when popcorn really started to pop off. Pun absolutely intended. In the early 1800s, popcorn was gaining popularity in America. It was sold under fancy names like Pearls and Nonpareil. But the real game changer came in 1885 when a guy named Charles Cretors entered the scene. Cretors was a candy store owner with a knack for invention. He took a peanut roasting machine and thought, hey, what if I use this for popcorn? And just like that, the first commercial popcorn machine was born. This wasn't just any machine. It was mobile, which meant vendors could follow the crowds and sell fresh hot popcorn wherever people gathered. Now you can't talk about popcorn without mentioning its love affair with the movies. But here's a plot twist for you. Movie theaters initially hated popcorn. They thought it was too messy and distracting. Can you imagine going to the movies without popcorn? It's like peanut butter without jelly. But during the Great Depression in the 1930s, things changed. People were looking for cheap entertainment, and popcorn fit the bill perfectly. At just about 5 or 10 cents a bag, it was an affordable luxury during tough times. Movie theater owners soon realized that popcorn could be more profitable than ticket sales. And just like that, popcorn and movies became the perfect duo. Believe it or not, World War II played a big role in popcorn's rise to snack stardom. With sugar being rationed for the war effort, candy production took a hit. But popcorn, it stepped up to fill the void. Americans started eating 3 times as much popcorn as they did before the war. It was the perfect storm, or should I say the perfect pop. After the war, popcorn's popularity continued to grow. In the 1970s, a name that many of you probably recognize hit the scene, Orville Redenbacher. His gourmet popcorn brand took the market by storm, proving that there was still room for innovation in the world of pop kernels. But the real revolution came in 1981 when General Mills patented the first microwave popcorn bag. Suddenly, you could have movie theater style popcorn right in your own home with just the push of a button. It was a game changer, folks. Today, popcorn is more popular than ever. It's not just a movie snack anymore. It's a gourmet treat, a healthy alternative to chips, and even a trendy flavor for other foods. From caramel to cheese to exotic flavors like matcha and sriracha, popcorn has come a long way from its humble beginnings. And get this, there are at least 6 towns in the Midwest that claim to be the popcorn capital of the world. Talk about popcorn pride. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shaimond, how does popcorn actually work? Well, let me break it down for you. Inside of each kernel of popcorn is a tiny droplet of water surrounded by a hard outer shell. When you heat the kernel, the water turns into steam. And as the pressure builds up, it eventually causes the kernel to explode, turning itself inside out. It's like a tiny, delicious volcano erupting in your pot or microwave. This unique ability to pop is why popcorn has its own special variety of corn. You can't just pop any old corn kernel and expect the same results. Popcorn comes from a specific type of corn called Z. maize everita. It's like the superhero of the corn world with its special popping power. Before we wrap up, let me pop a few fun facts your way. The world's largest popcorn ball was created in 2013 in Indiana. It weighed a whopping 6,510 pounds. Americans consume about 13 billion quarts of popped popcorn each year. That's enough to fill the Empire State Building 18 times. Popcorn can pop up to 3 feet in the air. The ideal popping temperature is 400 to 460 degrees Fahrenheit. Popcorn is naturally gluten-free, and when air popped, is a healthy whole grain snack. So there you have it, folks. The incredible journey of popcorn, from ancient ceremonial decoration to modern movie must-have. Who would have thought that this simple snack has such a rich and buttery history? The next time you're at the movies or curled up on your couch with a bowl of popcorn, take a moment to appreciate this incredible food. It's not just a snack, it's a piece of history that's been popping for thousands of years. This is Shaimond, signing off from It Started Somewhere. Remember, every kernel has a story, and every pop is a piece of the past. Until next time, keep snacking and stay curious. I'll catch you on the next episode.